Hey, Shalom, man. Welcome to Black Man's Thoughts, man. I just got done um, with my gun qualifications. It's super hot out there. It's like already almost about 90 degrees out here, and it's only 10 o'clock, and I was dripping sweat. But I read an article yesterday about my team, the Baltimore Ravens, and they got they were talking about Duvernay and Prochet. I think that's how you pronounce it. And it was talking about, and then I saw another article about, Chris Jones wanting to sign with the Ravens. He was one of the teams. And then, you hear about the Antonio Browns of the world. And my thoughts is, man, I was reading a write-up on Prochet. And they was talking about his wide receiver coach, is one who trains a lot of Pro Bowl caliber receivers. And he kind of likened him to Jarvis Landry when he came out, body size and physicality. And I was thinking, man, at what point in time, man, do you just let those rookies develop? You look at the Steelers, man, they let their receivers play, man. They don't go out there and sign a whole bunch of vets to take up the playing time of these receivers. Let these brothers play, man. Let them get on the field, learn how to run routes, learn how to be crafty and outsmart the defensive backs. Let them play. If these two receivers were one of the college best receivers, and Ket being sure-handed, being able to get open, the write-up was talking about Prochet has he has a knack for getting open. He's real clean with his routes, and he can easily get open. If he can do that, if he can do that already, that's what you need, man. Allow him to just go out there and work on it. Stop signing these extra vets. Yeah, big names, big names sound good, but the problem is we're dealing with this COVID, and what's happening is, a few years ago, maybe like 2-3 years ago, before Eric DeCosta took over, we were signing all these vets, and then by the time our young talent played, they were already their third and fourth year. They'd have a breakout year, and then we couldn't afford them. Let's see if we can get 3 good years out of them, at least 2 good years, so if the money's worth saving. Because if you think about it, you're gonna have to pay Humphrey, you're gonna have to pay Lamar Jackson, you're gonna have to pay Hollywood. I think in like 2 years, or you know what I mean. He's going to demand a lot of money. You know what I mean. You have these young talented, because we got young quick, and we're having these players that we're gonna have to play. What if Chuck Clark has another great year? He's going to demand some money. You know what I'm saying? And so forth and so forth. We already just paid Marcus Peters. You know what I mean? At some point in time, man, we have to start playing these young rookies sooner, so we can know if they're worth the money, and it can help us be able to budget better and earlier. We can't. I hate when we start signing a lot of vets, man. We got to stop going off of these just the big names and letting them play. I think that you have a combination of Boykins. It seems like they're going to force feed Boykins, and I love it. Force feed him. We need to force feed him. The problem is this: I don't remember in our history. I know not drafted, that's a fact, but I don't remember us being successful drafting big type receivers. Now Boykins could be the first talent-wise that he actually succeeds, but we seem to be better with smaller receivers that are fast. We seem to develop them better, but we have a great receiving coach finally. I like that they moved, I think Ingram, he's now the tight end coach, Bobby Ingram. I like that we have a new receiver coach. He seems to be getting more out of the receivers. They seem to be responding well. And it's like, hey, allow Boyd, force feed him. Let him be the first one. I hate when they say, oh, he's a red zone threat. I don't know. I want somebody who can be more than a red zone. Go out there and make contested catches on the sideline. Bully the smaller DBs. We need somebody like that. As you see, what's it called? Steelers had, they had Mike Wallace. They had Plexico. They just drafted some guy who's like 240. You know what I mean? They've had success being able to develop those bigger type receivers. So has the Falcons, the Texans. We have to be one of those teams to develop those bigger receivers. To look at Mike Evans down in Tampa. Bully those receivers, man. Be physical on the outside, man. I think that we're doing a really good job. We're starting to get a good foundation, and our tight ends are top notch, best in the league, I believe. it's sad that Hurst left, but you know, I don't know. I'm really excited about these undrafted free agent tight ends. They seem to be very, very productive. We can keep them healthy, get them in the game so they can learn it. But the problem is this COVID. I don't really think that they're going to be a season this year, simply because at some point in time you do have to hit the field, and they're trying new face masks and all that stuff, man. I don't know about all that. I don't think they're going to have a season this year. But my thing is, force feed Boykins, allow him to learn. People like Chris Moore, keep him on special teams if not releasing. You know what I mean? Don't let him take up playing time from these young, hungry receivers. Chris Moore had tons of opportunity to get on the field and make plays. He didn't progress the way he should. Whose fault is that? I don't know. I've always thought that he possessed the talent, but he didn't take advantage of it, obviously. He didn't show enough in practice. So I just wanted to come and talk about our receiver situation. Hollywood, Boykins, Duvernay, Prochet, and Snead. I think those are good receivers, man. I mean, they're a little on the short side, except, Boykins, and then you have Wesley, and you have Jaleel Scott. I believe that one of those three big ones are going to make some plays. I really do believe that. And, having an opportunity to just line Mark Edwards out at receiver, and maybe a Justice Hill or Ingram, because they all can catch. I mean, you're talking about a Chiefs type offense if we can get it moving, you know what I mean, speed wise, and no huddle. I mean, my goodness, who do you stop? So just wanted to come, man, to talk about our offense. We always talk about the defense, man, but we starting to get some playmakers on the outside, man. So it's going to be great to see what Roman does. Now, the scary thing is, if we do go ahead and make it to the AFC Championship and we mess around to lose, I believe that was our window. I really do, because there's no way we're going to keep that offensive coordinator, and damn sure there's probably no way if we duplicate that defense, that defensive coordinator is going to go too. And it's almost like we're going to have to get a whole new system, because Harbs is not the type of offensive guru where he can just keep that same system in place and just tell the offensive coordinator what he wants. You know what I mean? So I think that this is our window. It's almost like we have to win this year, because it's going to be fucking surefire on the offseason next year. So, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. You know what I mean? If you want me to talk about something, drop it in the comments. If you want me to, advertise some merch, hit me up in my inbox, man. I'll tell you where to send it. You know what I mean? This is Black Man's Thoughts, man. Shalom.